Hey there, it's Marianne from Thrive and thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 hidden gems inside your Microsoft 365 subscription that you may not have even realized that you have access to. Tools to help you work smarter, manage your workflow, and organize your projects and task management in a much more efficient way. I am talking about To-Do, Forms, and Planner. And the beauty of these particular 3 is that they integrate with other tools that you're probably far more familiar with, things like Outlook and Teams and PowerPoint, so that you can actually use them in a way that fits with the way you're already working, but really ramp up your productivity and efficiency. By the end of this video, you'll have some really great insights into how you can use it in a real world setting, as well as a couple of bonus tips for each program. So let's jump in. Let's start with Microsoft To Do. This app is perfect for keeping your tasks under control, whether you're tracking your own work, managing follow-ups within your team, or managing tasks that are assigned to you specifically, or keeping track of tasks assigned to you by your exec or your manager or a client. So there are 3 reasons that I love working with it. Firstly, it syncs across all of your devices so you can access all of your tasks at any time, anywhere. Flagged emails in Outlook automatically appear in your to-do list, so none of those extra items get missed. And the My Day feature helps you focus on your top priorities without getting overwhelmed by that entire list that you have, that never-ending list of to-dos. So in here, now I want to speak very briefly to my Mac and PC users here to just differentiate. So I'm working on the PC on a desktop, and this is a desktop app within the PC. You can download Microsoft To Do from the App Store on your Mac so that you will have exactly the same interface, just with the Mac sort of features and tools. You can also access it from office.com, and it will open up as a program within office.com. It's actually linked to Outlook when you do it that way. So there are a couple of different ways you can do it, whether you're a Mac, PC, or web. You prefer to use the web tools, then you can use this tool and work with it really comfortably. You can also jump from, if you've got multiple accounts, you can manage your accounts and jump from account to account. So this will show me everything that's been planned for me. This will show all tasks. And then My Day is where we can take all of these tasks and I could add them to set myself a daily to-do list, so I don't have to manually write it. I don't have to deal with it in another program. I want to show you how we do the flagged emails as well and how they pop up. So if I head across to Outlook, I've got a couple here that I wanted to flag. So I've got this one, which is about my domain renewal. So I'm going to go up into my tags here and follow up, and I'm going to set a custom one for January. This one is due, it's due on the 20th of January. So I'm going to set that for the 20th as a follow-up and go okay. And I've got this other one here from Rosie asking me if I want any topics for her podcast. So I'm going to tag that one as a follow-up for this week, just so we can see the difference. So both of those are done. I'm going to now jump back in here. Now you can see I've got 2 assigned to me and 2 flagged emails. So you can see here, I've now got the 2. And this one is for tomorrow because it's Thursday today when I'm recording. So tomorrow is by the end of the week. And this one is set for Monday the 20th. And the little icon here tells me that this is an email that I've flagged. If I click on it, you can see this is the content from inside the email. And I can open it up in Outlook. I could add some steps, which will create a bit of a checklist. I could attach a file if I want to, and it will open up my Finder. And I can add notes here in To Do that are specific to the to-do or the task, as opposed to editing or working with the email. So if your exec sends you an email that's marked for follow-up, you flag it in Outlook and it lands directly in your to-do list, and you can make sure that you've got a reminder on it. So you can pop a reminder in here. You can set up that it might be a recurring thing that you need to keep on top of. He sent you one email, you need to do it every month, whatever that might be. So check out To Do and see if it will help you pull things that are both being done manually and from a couple of different programs into one central place for you. Next, let's talk about Microsoft Forms. And this is a really easy way to collect feedback, RSVPs, or survey results, all without all that endless backwards and forwards in your emails. You can create a form in just minutes with a variety of question types. You can share your form as a link, an email, or via Teams, and the responses are collected in real time and exported to Excel, as well as available to produce some live presentation options. So I was going to show you how to make one, but I thought I'd show you one I've already made. So there are some fabulous templates here, things like feedback forms, registrations, quizzes, and the templates are constantly changing and being updated, and then you can edit them as well. But I wanted to show you what you can do with the data once you have it as well. So once it's here and we've got our responses, I can collect responses. If I go back, collect responses, and I can share it as a URL. I can share it as an email directly. I can send a QR code around, or I can actually embed that in a web page as a form that people can fill in. So there's loads of ways you can collect that data without having to send emails and messages backwards and forwards. The other thing I love is that once we've got our responses, you can see I've got 37. It shows me here the average time. I've got all of this data in a visual format, but it will open them in Excel as well. And when I do that, it will populate it and I can save it on my OneDrive, and then it will add any new responses in to the table so that I have one source of truth for all of my data. Perfect example for this would be if you were doing an end of year celebration or any kind of event where you need to get dietary requirements, attendance numbers, +1 names, make sure the spellings are all correct. Instead of emailing everybody, you create a single form, share it, all the responses come in together, and then you can tally everything up to work out who needs how many gluten-free, how many dairy-free, how many vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, how many are actually confirmed attending, who's bringing +1s, so you can organize everything in a far more streamlined way. Finally, we have Microsoft Planner. This is a simple visual tool for managing your projects. It uses a Kanban style board to help you organize tasks into categories like to do, in progress, completed, and it is perfect for your small to medium-sized projects. We create a new plan. For example, you can see there are some simple plans that are set up, basic templates, loads of other ones popping in all the time. So we can create a simple plan, or we can create one from scratch. We give it a name. So we might call this one, let's assume we're doing our end of year celebration. We can choose to add it to a group, or it will sit on its own, and we can pin it automatically if we want. It's going to have a think. And then what we do is we create some buckets. So we might have one like venue, and then we might have a bucket called catering, and we might have another one called attendees. And then I can create individual tasks that fit under those categories or buckets, and I can assign those tasks to different people in my team. So if someone is specifically looking after the venue, I can allocate all those tasks with deadlines and notes and checklists so we can make sure that everything is in one place. This is a great way for you to put all of those moving parts in one place that they can access in a few different formats on different devices, on the web, on a desktop app, on their phone, on a tablet, and it's perfect for when you've got people working in different locations as well. So there you have it, 3 hidden gems in your Microsoft 365 subscription that you can start using to make a real difference in how you manage your day. Did you find that interesting? Are you looking for a little bit more? Then head to my blog to get some more practical tips and real-world examples on how these 3 specific programs can help you when it comes to your productivity. You will find the link inside the video description. If you found this video helpful, then you know what to do. Like, subscribe, or share the video with someone else who could do with a little bit of help when it comes to managing their workflow every day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.